we look at the crews contesting our final of the day. Netherlands, Romania, Italy, Poland, Great Britain and Estonia.
So the crew from the Netherlands on the far side, big, powerful crew. Jan van der Beek up in the bows from the Skull Club. Simon van Dorp, the former Husky, in the 2 seat. Steph Breuning, the Olympic silver medalist from Tokyo, in the double sculls. Finn Florijn in the stroke seat. Okay, going backwards down the boat, Marion Nash in the stroke seat, Jon Prudeneo, Cyprian Chudosa, Mihail Chiruta, furthest away from you. Favourites to take gold in this, Giacomo Gentili, the excellent Giacomo Gentili in the stroke seat, Luca Ciumento, Andrea Panizza and Nicolo Calucci up in the bows. Saw this crew paddling, they look super. Earlier on, Fabian Baranski in the stroke seat, Miroslav Zitowski, Mateusz Bixup and Dominik Hase in the bows.
In lane 5 for
Great Britain did so well in the heat. Tom Barras, Matt Hayward in 3, George Bourne in 2, and then furthest away from you, Harry Lees. George Bourne, can't miss him with that shaved head, can you? Well, the 2 vets in the middle of this boat. Johan Pulak, Tonu Hendrickson at 3, Ala Reiha, Mikael Kushtin in the bow seat, and Tonu Hendrickson, 43 years of age, Ala Reiha, 39.
The Netherlands, Romania.
Got a great finish on them. The Italians will lead, make no doubt about that. Britain will be strong at the finish. Poland will have a big say in the outcome of this race.
And we're away in the last of our A finals today. Punching out there in the centre of the course was Poland. But this crew, one of the race favourites, Italy.
Yeah, the Italians took a good lead in their semi-final. I wonder if they'll be able to do that today, as we've got Romania. We just have a quick look at them. The Italy bow is in front. The British boat got a little bit dropped in the semi-final against the Italians. They've managed to keep this to about a canvas for now. I wonder what will happen as we come out through towards the next minute. Really feels really important for me, whether the Italians are able to do what they did before and kind of keep going, or whether they just get held at this canvas lead.
Yeah, and really it's what effort the British put in, because they have put something extra in on the start, the British, just to try and keep level with the Italians. They have got that really strong finish back end of the race. Tom Barras there leading his crew over Sarah.
And we see a great start there from Italy in lane 3. The Poles here on your screen in lane 4. In Lucerne at World Cup 3, the Polish were victorious, the Italians taking the silver, and then a reversal of those results at the European Championships. Will they be 1 and 2 here at the World Championships, and which way will that go? But the British going to have something to say about it as they're coming to the first 500 metres. Those top 3 crews within a second.
Great questions there, and let's see, the Italians haven't got the lead that they had in the semi-final. Who knows whether they're just being a bit more conservative with their strategy. They're at 39 strokes a minute, Poland beside them at 40. Poland just a little bit more sort of sat up in their bodies, really upright positions.
They are. I love the way the Italians are sculling at the moment. I think you just called it there, Greg. Have they been a little more conservative off, realised they need to have something in the last 250. The 2 youngsters in the boat, Carucci and Panizza, basically said, you know, we didn't have such a good last 250, and they need to put that together for this final, that's for sure.
Yeah, look at this crew from the Netherlands. They've been kind of struggling to make it work, but it's getting better through the year. Now there they are, still hanging on to the lead boats, hanging on for the medal positions. Disappointing for Estonia how far back they've dropped, but let's have a look here. What about the Polish coming back on the Italians right now?
Oh, I saw them doing UT2 paddling down towards the finish, and they look great, that Polish quad. Really synced up, beautiful run off the back end. Great Britain, you know, if they haven't put too much into their first 250, Lees, Bourne, Hayward and Barras are going to have something at the end of this race to challenge the Italians or the Poles, and likewise the Estonians.
If anything, this race getting closer as we get towards the 1,000-metre mark. It will be the Poles now to lead through the 1,000-metre mark, narrowly trailing the Italians, then Great Britain and the Netherlands closing that gap, and in fact coming back closer into the race.
Well, there we go, we're through the 1,000. Those three are looking pretty good at the front, but the Netherlands over there on lane 1. Here we see this Romanians, great sculling, taking themselves right into there. Let's see how this one's going.
Poland just got to hang on in front. I think Poland will be looking to their left, to the British. That fast finish, that bow number 3, the Italians, they're not going to win the gold here.
It's a big shout, Martin, but I think you're right. Look how much the Polish have moved out on the Italians. That is a surprise, that Italian quad, as you say, more or less now level with the British.
The Dutch having a great scull, perhaps their best scull of this championship's coming back on the Italians. Jeopardy for the stroke man of the Italians, Giacomo Gentili. Will have to find something extra there. He looks calm and smooth. But if he looks to his right, he will see the Dutch on the charge.
Yeah, it's that Dutch looking dangerous over in lane 1. They're up at 39 strokes per minute. They're one of the faster moving boats on the course. But I think the Polish, this boat on screen, they're the ones who have it to lose.
Well, the Polish have had a massive kind of middle to the race. They have a massive middle to their stroke as well. They don't have a big finish, but they get the sculls and give it a massive shove through the middle. And you look at them, they're now clear water ahead of Italy. Great Britain on this side are going with them, about half a length behind. Plenty still to happen.
There's Poland, Dominik Haza up in the bows from Krakow, Matej Biksup from Gdansk, Miroslav Zidowski from the Energia Torun Club, and Fabian Baranski at stroke from Wroclaw. 4 different clubs, but they're making fantastic progress. Here's the British. Look across from Harry Leask. He's saying, come on boys, you can win the gold medal if you find something extra.
Well, you see the stroke race there. Look how low the British are compared to the rest of the field. They need to go now, otherwise they could get swallowed up.
But the fight happening here for the bronze medal at this moment. Italy now being challenged by the Dutch drawing ever closer as they're getting their bow ball up next to the Italians. It's time to sprint.
Well, here we go. We're in the red, boys. Sprinting is what the Polish are doing. They're well up. They're 43 strokes a minute, and they still look just as good as they did doing that UT2 paddling you were talking about, Martin. How about these other medal positions? Great Britain hanging on for the silver. And let's see this one through to the line.
The Italians hanging on for the bronze medal. There we see the 3 crews in medal position so far. It's the Dutch in lane 1 trying to spoil the party of the Italians, but Poland come up to the line. They will take the gold medal. It's the Italians moving back on the British, but Britain takes silver. Italy do hang on for the bronze. Netherlands in 4th place. Romania, well, Estonia just take 5th from Romania. What a move from the Polish. I said they'd have a say in this race, and so it proved.
Yeah, you did. What a great regatta they've had, how they've moved on through the season and really just delivered it when it mattered. Great. I mean, just a really sort of confident scull from them there.
Mine goes back to that great Polish quad that won gold in 2008, Wasilewski, Koblic, Jelensky and Korol. And now new names being written on the pantheon of Polish quadruple sculling: Haza, Biksup, Zitarski and Baranski.
Yeah, you see the disappointment. Giacomo Gentili taking his hat off there in the stroke seat, shake of the head. Wasn't the way they thought that was going to go down. Completely different emotions, unsurprisingly, in that Polish boat.
Poles out early on in that race.
The Poles were out early, but the Italians didn't get the lead they're used to getting, you know, sort of jumping out in the field the way they do. Poland weren't going to let them do that to them.
Grit on the face of the Polish strokeman Fabian Baranski, the youngest in that boat at 23, from south of Poland, Wroclaw Club. An excellent job by Alex Wojciechowski, the Polish crew's coach. And celebrations unabated. Where they find the energy to do that after that row, I don't know.
Confirmation there, 5:40 for the men's quad. Poland, Great Britain in silver, and Italy 3rd.
Poland!